right, taking a full look at weather now. Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan Cianca. Good thing for Rocky that he had that water. Crucial right now.
Oh, I know. I mean, we definitely need to stay hydrated. This is the issue with the heat we're experiencing. Now, if you've lived on the coast, it hasn't been hot at all, but it's going to be over the next couple of days. If you live inland, you've been dealing with the heat already for 4 or 5 days, and will likely continue to deal with it for the next 4 or 5 days. So it's going to be one of those things where it could sneak up on you, okay, if you're not taking care of yourself. Even at the coast here over the next couple of days, it's going to be a lot hotter, and that could cause you some issues if you are not used to the heat, or even if you are used to the heat, if you're out at the wrong time of day in the middle of the afternoon when it's hot out, you're not staying hydrated. Next thing you know, you're part of a search and rescue story. You don't want that. You don't want that. So please take care of yourselves and your loved ones in the coming days, as this heat is serious business here. Live look from Domenico's. Looks gorgeous out there. Blue skies, a little bit hazy today. We do have some blue water as well out there, so not looking too bad. But lots of alerts to talk about. So all of these are now in effect, and they're going to last through Wednesday. They've been extended through Wednesday. They do include an excessive heat warning for the interior mountains and southern valleys of Monterey, San Benito counties, Santa Clara County as well, and the Santa Cruz Mountains. You are under an excessive heat warning, which means that the temperatures are hot enough to cause heat stress in even healthy individuals. So, take care of yourself. This is going to last for a few more days. We also have a heat advisory, which is a little bit lower level warning, but it is for Santa Cruz coastal areas and then the lower valleys of Monterey and San Benito counties. Now, this means the heat isn't quite as severe, but certainly can sneak up on you as well. So also be taking care of yourself in these locations. And even if you're not in the alert zone, so basically coastal Monterey County, we are still going to get pretty toasty over the next couple of days, so make sure you're taking care of yourself. 24-hour temperature change showing most areas warmer than this time yesterday. We've had a big warm up, and really across the state, temperatures have been fairly hot today. 107 right now in Fresno, 105 up in Sacramento, even San Francisco getting a little bit warm. A perennial cool spot right now, 85 degrees. So across the state, dealing with this heat, this ridge of high pressure really dominating. There are some thunderstorms down to the south of it, but those aren't going to reach us here on the Central Coast. One interesting thing of note, though, we're going to be dealing with heat for about 4 or 5 more days, but after that, something interesting may happen. So let's get into our long-term forecast here. And you're going to notice this big ridge is just going to sit here over the west for the next several days. And that is going to continue to dominate our weather. We'll probably be a little bit cooler. I think tomorrow and Tuesday are going to be almost equally as hot as each other. Then starting Wednesday, we'll start to cool down just a touch as we head toward the weekend. But most models now showing a tropical cyclone, probably K, named K, coming up Baja as we head toward the end of the week and into the weekend. And that moisture associated with it reaching into Southern California. So we even could be talking about, and I don't even want to talk about this, but we could be talking about some thunderstorms here locally, which we don't want to see after, 2 weeks of extreme heat in our inland areas. So, of course, we're going to be keeping a close eye on things. Could also mean some rain for the region as well, but we just don't want to see any lightning. But unfortunately, it looks like there may be a threat, especially in Southern California as we head toward the weekend. Something we're going to be keeping an eye on for you anyway, so make sure to stay tuned to the forecast. In the meantime, Futurecast is going to show mostly clear skies overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Not expecting any clouds. What we will see is light offshore winds early in the day tomorrow, so if you're heading out for your morning walk at late in the morning hours, like 10, 11, it's going to get hot pretty quickly for us. The sea breeze will kick in on the south and east shores of the bay tomorrow afternoon and keep things moderated, but we're going to get hot before that happens. Then later in the day tomorrow, we may see some high clouds pass in from the east. Those will be basically debris clouds from thunderstorms that develop over the Sierra Nevada. But as I mentioned, it's going to be hotter tomorrow. Many locations jumping anywhere from 3 to 6 degrees. And just take a look at some of these numbers. Boulder Creek tomorrow, 113 degrees Fahrenheit, 111 in Ben Lomond, 108 in Felton, 110 in Scotts Valley. Even at the top of Highway 17 on Summit Road, 106 tomorrow. Santa Cruz downtown, 102 tomorrow, 96 in Capitola. I told you it was going to get a lot hotter on the coast in some areas. 100 in Watsonville, 100 in Aptos. Not so bad in Castroville Marina. You're going to see 80s, but still pretty toasty. Salinas getting close to 100. 111 in Hollister tomorrow. Gilroy will probably smash the record high, 113 tomorrow. Over to the Monterey Peninsula, some of the cooler areas. Pacific Grove is going to be the coolest spot on my list at all tomorrow, because you'll still see a light onshore breeze, but you'll still get to 75 tomorrow. 85 in Monterey, close to 90 in Carmel. And then the more hot spots down south, 113 in Bradley. King City will likely break a record high at 110 tomorrow. Gonzales, Soledad, triple digits. Big Sur, the Village, 107. Carmel Valley, 105 degrees. Don't go hiking at the Pinnacles. It will be at 112 degrees tomorrow afternoon. Now on the coast, we may even get a touch warmer on Tuesday, then slowly cool back down as we head in toward the weekend when we're watching for some tropical moisture to arrive. Again, as I mentioned, don't let this heat sneak up on you. Find ways to stay cool. I know it hasn't been all that hot on the coast the last couple days, but it will get warmer tomorrow and hot in some cases. Inland areas cooling a touch on Tuesday, it looks like, but only by a couple of degrees. So if you're 113 tomorrow, you're 111 Tuesday, which is probably not going to make much of a difference. And then slowly cooling down toward the weekend. This is a long duration event. Please make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Do not leave a kid or a pet in your car under any circumstances. Just take care of yourselves and watch out for each other. Veronica.
Not even for 2 minutes. Yeah, so much traffic coming into the coast. People want to be here.